So I've got about an acre of gardens combined, including my field corn patch. So in order to make enough compost, I built this lean-to last year. I used just poles for the rafters and seconds for most of the other lumber, and I traded a pig for the roofing metal. And then I ran my cows in here and had them over in that sacrifice lot. There's a pond just over that little dip there that you can't see from here. About an acre out there. This year I'm going to cut that down to about half an acre. Anyway, so I fed the cows their hay in here, and when it'd get too mucky, I'd put a layer of mulch down. So by the end of the year, it was over 2 feet thick. Now, it's not real great compost. It's pretty coarse stuff, but it'll be just fine for the gardens. But I got a plan for this winter to have better quality compost, which I'll show you that in the next video. The rest of this compost is going on my field corn patch, but first I've got to pick the corn. I planted this corn patch for the pigs, but I never ended up getting a place to store it, so I'm going to attempt to go old-fashioned and shock this corn. This is actually a Guatemalan field corn. I have a Guatemalan friend whose mom sent up some seed for this corn. Then another friend of mine grew a good patch of it, and then gave me some of the seed that I planted this year. It didn't do the greatest because this was a very poor soil, but all this compost should change that for next year. My sweet wife, even though she's pregnant, insisted on helping me get this corn cut down. I could have never got it done in a day without her. I went through and picked a dozen of my nicest ears for seed for next year. Well, this is a good start. I'm going to go help my father-in-law move a storage building at church so the HVAC people can bring in a new unit. And I'll get back to it after lunch.
Keep going.
Well, we got that building moved and ate some lunch, and my wife and I cut down the rest of the corn. Now I'm going through and condensing it into piles of about 40 stalks and tying them into bundles. That's good. We made the first shock off of camera, and of course it went fine. And then the second one, we just couldn't get it to stand up. So I'm using a T-post in the middle, and that helped a lot. I read online that in the old days that they just used bundles of 5 or 6 stalks, but I didn't want to do that much tying, but I can see why. It'd be a whole lot easier to get it to stand up. Well, with the corn off the field, I'm going to go ahead and start spreading compost. This is my in-laws' place. I've got my cornfield, my lean-to, beehives, milk cow, and who knows what else on their property. I couldn't do this without them. Well, I'm gonna call that done. Got a little more in the corners, but cows are coming right back in here tomorrow. So, took me over 4 hours and 40 scoops to get this thing cleaned out. So, to give you guys perspective of the lay of the land around here, my house is right up there. The chicken coop that I worked on the other day is right there. So you can see the corner of the cornfield is right there. And the this road curves around to the left, and my beehives are right down around the corner. Now I'm going to go till the corn patch and till that compost in, and then go ahead and plant some cover crop. I tilled it once. Can't hardly see on the camera, but there's a lot of clumps and stuff, so I'm gonna go over it again. Go over it the opposite way. Now I'm planting crimson clover for a cover crop. It's November 19th, but you can plant clover anytime in the winter. It'll just come up when the conditions are right. And this is northern Tennessee, so the conditions can be right in December or January.